This video is sponsored and approved by Ridge Wallets.
In this video, we are looking at a huge bull that we had in the crush about 2 months ago who had 2 incredibly sore feet. We are returning to one of my favourite farms, Cream o' Galloway Ice Cream Farm. This is the Hoof GP. Make sure you've hit that subscribe button for notifications of new videos. So about 2.5 months ago, we visited one of my favourite farms, Cream of Galloway, to trim this big bull, and although we had a little spot of bother getting him in, because of his objections, once we finally did manage to get him in, we found that he had a huge crack right round the coronet or hairline of this back left foot. So we trimmed it back, and although I had to edit out some of it because it was so bloody, I'm sure you can appreciate just how sore this back left foot was. Blood was gushing from the wound, and as you can see, it was a very open lesion. So we cleaned it up, removed all the loose horn, applied a block and dressed it with iodine. Then it was onto his front foot, which actually he was feeling even more pain through. That little black spot is a pus-filled cavity, and again, I'm very sorry, but I had to delete that part of the video because it was so graphic. Pus and blood spewed out of the wound, and as you can see, it left a gaping track right up his heel. But despite all of that pain and all of the goings on with his feet, he was actually walking not too badly at all. So fast forward 2 months, and he goes into the crush with no objections whatsoever. And once we get that back left foot in the air, I'm keen to see what's become of that huge crack round his outside claw. And as you can see, I am very happy indeed to say that that crack has almost completely disappeared, and he's in no pain whatsoever on this back left foot. So all that's left to do is remove some of that raggedy loose horn round about the old lesion and make sure his healing process continues. You can hear my knife scraping off his horn there because it's so hard. This big guy lives outside almost all of the year round, and that's why his hoofs are becoming very hard indeed. So now that we've done that, we're going to check the other 2 feet before finally getting onto that terribly sore front left foot.
This video is sponsored by the Ridge Wallet. It's light, sleek and industrial, and it's completely changed up my whole pocket game. I love this little thing. This wallet fits neatly in your back or your front pocket, and it doesn't create that awkward bulge that the old-fashioned wallets from the 90s do. Most people are still carrying around wallets that were made in the 90s. This thing brings you up to date. Officially, it holds up to 12 cards, but you can fit way more than that in it. There's a clip on the back for cash. It comes in over 30 different styles and colours, from burnt titanium to forged carbon. This is the titanium one that I went for because I love it and it matches my hoof trimming disc. But don't listen to me, there are over 30,000 5-star reviews online, so go and listen to those guys if you want. It comes with a lifetime warranty or guarantee, which means you have any problems with it, send it back, get a new one. So it is literally a wallet you can carry for life. You get 45 days to try it, love it, like it. If you don't love it, send it straight back and you'll get a full refund. I love it. Last time I mentioned these wallets on my channel, I got hundreds of comments from people all over the world who have Ridge wallets and absolutely love them. You can get 10% off these amazing wallets just by going to ridge.com/hoof and using the discount code HOOF. That's ridge.com/hoof and using the discount code HOOF. Or you can just click the link in the description below. This would make an amazing Christmas present, guys.
Rainton Farm, or Cream o' Galloway as it's better known, is absolutely on top of its game where hoof care is concerned. Charles the dairyman does the vast majority of the hoof care here, and he does a tremendously good job. He only ever really needs to call me, to be honest, when he can't fit a bull into his own crush, or he's struggling to completely heal one of his cows.
Jessica has just been telling me that she and her classmates have been watching the Hoof GP at school. Why were you watching the Hoof GP?
Because we're learning about farms and at school, but our teacher didn't know what we should do about it, so I told her that we should watch.
How good is that? You've made my day, Jessica. Thank you.
When we originally trimmed this front right foot, there was no problems whatsoever, but it's always worth lifting all 4 feet just to ensure that nothing is starting to materialise and that lameness isn't in its infancy. And I'm glad to announce this foot is in almost perfect condition.
Craig. I'm not off.
And when I say in almost perfect condition, that's because he's got a slight amount of bruising on the toe of his outer claw. So all we need to do there is remove a little bit of weight to make sure it doesn't get any worse. And now on to the 4th and final foot, the one that really was sore and had a pus-filled abscess just over 2 months ago. As always, we ignore the problem. We continue with the Dutch 5-step method, which is making sure that the claws are the correct length, correct height, bearing weight evenly across both digits, and then we model out before moving on to the problem. It's very clear for us all to see where the problem's been. That track has run from the sole of his foot all the way up to the hairline. But because it's been a couple of months, that growth has now come down from the hairline and there's perfectly formed horn above where the lesion has been. Now all we need to do is remove any of that loose, raggedy and sharp-edged horn to make sure that the lesion continues to completely heal.
I need to get the vet to do the next one. Make another teeth on it, boy, so it's a pest.
Despite this bull making such obvious and fantastic progress, we're going to apply a block to his inner claw. That's just to ensure that he doesn't start slipping backwards into a cycle of lameness. This foot is carrying a huge amount of weight and could easily start going backwards and backwards and end up where he started off. Guys, this has been the Hoof GP. I've had a fantastic day visiting Cream of Galloway, one of my favourite farms, and I hope you've enjoyed the video too. I'm going to be back here in about a week's time for a very, very special video, so I hope you can join me then. Cheers guys, catch you soon.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the world out? Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when